Hello, I'm Sunny. I am an actor on General Hospital, and many people really love both me and our General Hospital drama. So I've come here to share updates about my beloved General Hospital. Everyone, please subscribe and support me. If you do, I will keep coming every day with new updates for you. General Hospital is about to deliver another emotionally charged chapter, and at the heart of the storm stands Harrison Chase, a man whose unwavering sense of justice is about to collide with the woman he loves most. The truth has finally come crashing down after Lynn confessed to something that has the power to shake the very foundation of their marriage. She deliberately framed Willow, creating a scandal that has left Chase stunned and emotionally torn. It is the kind of confession that leaves no easy answers, forcing Chase to stand at a crossroads where every decision threatens to cost him something precious. On one side lies his lifelong commitment to honesty, duty, and the law, while on the other stands the woman he promised to love and protect through every hardship. As the weight of Lynn's confession settles over him, Chase realizes that no matter what choice he makes next, someone's world is destined to change forever. The betrayal cuts especially deep because Chase has spent so much time believing Willow was one of the innocent victims in a long chain of unfortunate events. Lynn's actions become even harder for him to process when he remembers everything Willow has already endured, particularly the role she played in helping with Phoebe's adoption. To Chase, Willow has always appeared to be someone deserving of compassion, someone who had already suffered enough heartbreak without being deliberately targeted again. His protective instincts immediately rise to the surface, making Lynn's scheme feel even more painful in his eyes. Adding to his frustration is the belief that Michael Corinthos orchestrated an elaborate setup to frame Willow for shooting Drew Kane, convincing Chase that Willow has already been unfairly burdened by accusations and suspicion. From Chase's perspective, Lynn has only added another crushing layer of emotional turmoil onto someone who has already been carrying far too much. Yet beneath the surface of Chase's perception lies a far darker reality that viewers know all too well. Willow is anything but innocent, even if Chase cannot yet see the full picture unfolding around him. The shocking truth remains that Willow is genuinely responsible for Drew Kane's attempted murder, a devastating secret that continues to remain hidden from those closest to her. Her deception stretches even further as she continues crossing dangerous emotional boundaries involving Lynn's own husband, creating tensions that go far beyond simple misunderstandings. Every step Willow takes seems to draw her deeper into morally questionable territory, making it increasingly difficult for anyone aware of the full truth to sympathize with her circumstances. While Chase continues placing Willow high upon a pedestal, the audience sees someone whose actions have repeatedly escaped the consequences they rightfully deserve. Lynn's decision to frame Willow was unquestionably wrong, and there is no denying that her desperate choice has only complicated an already fragile situation. But there is another side to this story that refuses to disappear, one filled with crimes and secrets Willow has somehow managed to leave behind without paying the price. Beyond the attempted shooting of Drew, Willow has escaped accountability for the disturbing locked-in ordeal, as well as the terrifying drama surrounding Daisy Gilmore's stalker nightmare. Time after time, justice has slipped through her fingers, allowing her to continue moving forward while others suffered from the fallout of her actions. In many ways, her spotless public image has remained untouched, despite the darkness hiding beneath it, making it understandable why some believe her reputation is long overdue for a painful reckoning. Chase, however, remains completely blind to that reality, continuing to see only the version of Willow that exists inside his own hopeful heart. For Lynn, that blindness has become one of the greatest threats to her marriage. Watching Chase repeatedly defend Willow has planted fears that continue growing stronger with every passing day, convincing her that protecting Willow somehow matters more to him than protecting the relationship they have built together. Those insecurities ultimately pushed Lynn into making a reckless decision that now threatens to unravel everything they have worked so hard to create. Still, despite the anger and disappointment burning between them, the events unfolding during the July 13th episode suggest that Chase may surprise everyone, including Lynn herself, with the choice he ultimately makes. Rather than responding with immediate outrage or condemnation, Chase appears ready to reveal what truly matters most when the future of his family hangs in the balance. Lynn cannot help imagining the worst possible outcome after confessing the truth. She fears Chase may decide that his badge and his principles leave him with only one option: to report her crimes and turn her over to face justice. Such a decision would not simply destroy Brook Lynn's life, it could shatter their marriage beyond repair and place their dreams of building a family in jeopardy forever. But Chase quickly realizes that following that path would trigger devastating consequences reaching far beyond a single confession. Reporting Brook Lynn's role in the frame-up could very well become the final mistake that costs him his career with the Port Charles Police Department, while exposing Brook Lynn to criminal charges that neither of them may ever recover from. It would also threaten the adoption process that means everything to them, putting Phoebe's future and the family they have dreamed about in unimaginable danger. Faced with those impossible stakes, Chase begins looking beyond anger and instead focuses on preserving the life they still have a chance to build together. As emotions gradually settle, Chase's priorities begin coming into sharper focus. Instead of allowing one terrible mistake to define their future, he appears ready to protect the marriage that has already survived countless storms. More than anything else, Phoebe's future becomes the guiding light pulling both Chase and Brook Lynn back toward one another, reminding them that some dreams are worth fighting for even after trust has been damaged. Summer preview spoilers hint that Chase's response will not simply be about forgiveness, it will also involve setting long overdue boundaries where Willow is concerned. Brook Lynn's willingness to risk everything simply to interfere with the bond between Chase and Willow speaks volumes about the fears she has been quietly carrying all along. For Chase, that painful realization becomes impossible to ignore, forcing him to acknowledge that his closeness with Willow has unintentionally contributed to the growing cracks inside his marriage. Determined to repair what has been broken, Chase prepares to step back from Willow and redefine the relationship that has caused so much conflict. It is not a decision fueled by resentment, but by loyalty, a conscious choice to prove that Brook Lynn truly comes first in his life. He wants his wife to know that she is the woman standing beside him, the partner deserving of his complete commitment, and the future they envision together matters more than any friendship that has blurred emotional boundaries. While the road toward healing will certainly not be easy, Chase hopes these new boundaries can begin restoring the trust that has been slowly slipping away. His actions promise to demonstrate that being a devoted husband sometimes requires painful sacrifices, even when they involve people he genuinely cares about. For the first time in a long while, Chase seems prepared to put his marriage ahead of everything else. Still, even as one secret comes into the light, another far more dangerous truth remains buried beneath the surface. Brook Lynn may have confessed to framing Willow, but she has yet to reveal one crucial detail that could reignite every ounce of conflict they are struggling to overcome. She continues hiding the fact that she was actually the driver who fled the crash scene, a revelation that carries enormous consequences waiting patiently in the shadows. No secret in Port Charles stays hidden forever, and when this one finally emerges, as it inevitably will, Chase may once again find himself questioning everything he thought he knew about the woman he loves. Learning that Brook Lynn withheld yet another life-changing truth could reopen wounds that barely had time to heal, replacing fragile hope with fresh disappointment and anger. Their marriage may survive today's confession, but tomorrow could bring an entirely new emotional battlefield. Ironically, even that devastating revelation may pale in comparison to the mountain of deception Willow continues hiding from everyone around her. As more of Willow's darkest crimes eventually come into the open, Chase may finally discover that the woman he spent so long defending has been concealing far worse secrets than he ever imagined possible. That painful realization has the potential to completely reshape his understanding of recent events, forcing him to reevaluate every judgment he has made regarding both Willow and Brook Lynn. What once appeared to be an unforgivable betrayal from Brook Lynn could eventually seem far less severe when measured against the shocking truth about Willow's actions. But before that moment of clarity arrives, Chase must first endure a series of emotional shocks that threaten to test both his heart and his unwavering belief in the people he loves. General Hospital spoilers promise that unpleasant surprises are still waiting around the corner for Chase, ensuring that this emotional journey is far from over and that even greater twists are preparing to shake Port Charles in the days ahead.